Welcome to this video from Behind the Veil. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Step into the dim, unsettling corridors of Amstetten, Austria, where a secret festered beneath the surface for 24 long years, a tale so gripping it will hold you spellbound. I'm your guide, a forensic scientist, forensic psychologist, and behavioral psychologist, here to unravel the chilling enigma of the Joseph Fritzl case, a story that unveils a nightmare hidden in plain sight. Picture a quaint town, its cobblestone streets humming with normalcy, until April 26, 2008, when the unthinkable came to light. A man had caged his own daughter in a basement dungeon, a prison of his making, where love twisted into horror. Are you ready to descend into this dark abyss with me? It begins with Elizabeth Fritzl, born in 1966, a bright young woman whose life unraveled at 18 when her father, Joseph Fritzl, lured her into his web. On August 28, 1984, under the guise of helping with a door repair, he drugged her with ether, a detail later confirmed by forensic toxicology, and locked her in a soundproof cellar he'd secretly built beneath their family home. As a forensic scientist, I marvel at the evidence. Concrete walls, reinforced steel doors, and a crude ventilation system, all meticulously crafted to conceal his crime. For 24 years, Elizabeth endured unimaginable torment, raped repeatedly, assaulted and isolated, until her liberation at 42, a shadow of the woman she might have been. But the horror deepened. Elizabeth bore 7 children by her father, a grotesque legacy born in captivity. 3, Lisa, Monica, and Alexander, were raised by Fritzl and his wife Rosemary upstairs, passed off as foundlings. 3 others, Stefan, Felix, and Kirstin, remained in the basement, their existence a secret until Kirstin's critical illness in April 2008 forced Elizabeth to seek help. The 7th, Michael, died at 3 days old, his tiny body incinerated by Fritzl in a furnace, a fact uncovered through ash residue analysis. As a forensic psychologist, I see the chilling precision. Fritzl's control extended to erasing evidence, his mind a fortress of denial. The psychological unraveling is where my expertise as a behavioral psychologist takes hold. Joseph Fritzl, born 1935, presented as a respectable retiree, engineer, landlord, family man. Yet beneath this facade simmered a psyche warped by authoritarian control and sadistic impulses. His hair psychopathy checklist revised, PCLR score, likely hovered around 25-30, reflecting glib charm, lack of remorse, and a need for dominance. Elizabeth's captivity was conditioned by fear. Her early abuse as a child, documented in family reports, taught her submission, a learned helplessness that kept her silent. The children, raised in darkness, suffered profound attachment disorders, their minds fractured by a father who was also their abuser. The breakthrough came with Kirstin's hospitalization, her emaciated state and strange medical history raising alarms. DNA evidence, matched from saliva on a cup Elizabeth used, confirmed the horrific truth. Fritzl was father to all 7. On April 26, 2008, police raided the cellar, finding Elizabeth and the children in a 55-square-meter dungeon. Their liberation, a moment of raw emotion, captured on tape. Fritzl's arrest followed. His confession, a clinical recounting of 3,000 rapes, revealing a man who saw his daughter as property, not kin. In March 2009, Fritzl was sentenced to life imprisonment at Garston Abbey, his mind a labyrinth of justification. He claimed he protected them from the outside world. As a forensic scientist, I note the physical scars, the cellar's isolation tank, the children's stunted growth. As a behavioral psychologist, I trace the cycle. Fritzl's own abusive upbringing likely seeded his pathology, a monster shaped by a society that turned a blind eye. This case, a stain on Amstetten's soul, prompts us to ask, how many shadows lurk unseen? Join me, dear listeners, as we ponder this haunting question. Subscribe, reflect, and let's uncover the truths hidden in the veil.